Quiet on set. That was perfect. I don't know why you stopped.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Fabeola, and today I thought it'd be interesting to do a little something different. During Mother's Day weekend, I celebrated my 4-year lock anniversary, so I am so excited. And I get questions and comments all the time about just sister locks and lock journey, so I thought I'd take the time to kind of share with you some of my experience and share with you the top 8 things that I have kind of experienced and learned along the way in my 4 years of having sister locks. Stay tuned.
I got all these voices on repeat, singing me to sleep. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other. You might think I'm slipping in too deep. This is what I need. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other friends.
I thought that I'd break it down into the pros and the cons throughout this 4 years that I've had my locks. So I'm gonna do 4 pros and 4 cons. So the first pro that I have experienced is the low maintenance. OMG, my hair, it's like I wake up and I'm good to go. Like I look done, like I'm ready to leave the house. I don't have to do any detangling. I don't have to do any sitting in a deep conditioner situation. This is life. This is life. Plus, when I go outside in the humidity, or I'm out and I'm doing my workouts and I don't have to worry, there's no stress over my head like, oh my goodness, in a couple hours my hair is gonna be a hot mess. I don't have to worry about that. None of that. Like, I go out and I do my workouts, I'm good. I go outside in this hot Atlanta humidity and I'm good. Like, I love that. Number 2 pro is enjoying the process. Even though I saw other people going through it and people telling me about it and watching videos about it, I did not realize how much of a transformation that you yourself will go through. There is going to be times when you're going to be noticing that your hair is almost like blossoming. And I really notice it in the pictures because obviously as you're going through it, you don't really see a whole lot of difference until you've, reached a few months down the line. You're like, oh, hey, my hair is doing this. But it's amazing. It teaches you a patience, just as far as just you knowing that you have a goal in mind as far as how you want your hair to be and how eventually you want your overall look to look like. It's just really that time that will tell. Your hair is going to take on its own personality, and your hair is going to take on its own little life that you really have no say in what it does. You have no control over it. You can try, but you got nothing. So ultimately it's really just about how your hair was created to blossom, and it's amazing to watch. And it also makes you real humble. When I first got my hair, I love volume. I always wanted that large volume. When I got my hair in locks, it was it just dropped me all the way down for a good 6 to 9 months until my hair started to really grow into itself. It definitely humbles you until you grow into it, and then you really start to thrive as far as how your hair looks. It kind of gives you a little bit of a delayed confidence, so you kind of are forced to learn a certain sense of self-confidence in other ways. As Black women, or as women in general, we have a lot of self-esteem in our hair. So for it to be just drop down in 16 hours, for it to be dropped down in 16 hours and last you for a good 1.5 years, that's a hard blow. It's a hard blow. But ultimately it comes back, and then once it comes back, it's kind of like you kind of grow into your own. It just becomes just a new sense of pride, because it's your hair. And that brings me to my third point as far as a pro for Sisterlocks is that confidence, that inner confidence that this is your hair, that you are growing this out of your head, that you have put in the time and the patience and the dedication to just having healthy hair that is growing and that is thriving. Like that's a whole different ball game when it comes to self-confidence. And I try to teach that to my daughter. I feel like she's getting it. My daughter is 5, about to be 6, and her hair is beautiful. It's natural. It is down to her waistline, and she absolutely loves it. She hates the process of getting it done, but she loves her hair. And to honestly give her that pride that she has in her hair as a Black girl, knowing that her hair can do all kinds of things and it's amazing and God made it that way, and for me to be able to be a role model for that self-love as far as how we view our hair, like that's a game changer. And I did that before, but I feel like it's different now. Like it's even more so. It's kind of magnified for me to show her that confidence and that love for yourself in general in the form of your hair. Number 4, as a pro of having Sisterlocks for 4 years, is the long hair goals. So when I was loose natural, I would occasionally straighten my hair, and then for a long time I did rock my hair with just straight styles. Like I would use a straightener once a week or every 2 weeks and just rock that, and it was cute. Like I had it up to a little bit past my shoulders as far as the longest that I had seen. When I was pregnant, it was a little bit longer, obviously with pregnancy hormones that blessed and left. However, when you have natural hair, obviously your hair will revert. For the most part, you won't really, unless you keep it straight consistently, you won't really get a sense of your length. So to have locks that obviously you can see your progress and you can see the length, like this is the longest that my hair has ever been. Like it is down, you can see it is down to probably my shoulder blades. Like that is the longest that I've ever seen my hair, and it's thriving. Like it's not breaking off because I'm adding a whole bunch of heat to it. It's not getting dry and brittle as far as the ends. Like it's healthy, and to be able to have the length, it's great. Like I wanted to, I was focused on volume. Now remember, I like big hair, but it's nice to have my hair long. It's the fact that it has gained so much length and people are noticing every time I see them. Like if I, like even my mom, every time I see her on FaceTime or something like that, it's like, oh, your hair's getting longer. I was like, oh yes, thank you. So it's great.
You started it.
Yes, go away. Your presence makes me nervous.
It's because of all my charm. She becomes nervous because of all my charm.
Okay. All right, go away. So now to the pros that I have experienced over the 4 years of having Sisterlocks. And pro number 1 would be the cost. So everybody knows that Sisterlocks are not cheap. Sisterlocks are an investment. Like for real, they are an investment. Like when you first get your hair done, you have to be like positive that you're not gonna waste your money. Like you want to get the right person, you want to make sure that this is what you want and you're doing it for the right reasons. Once I got it done, obviously you're gonna have to maintain. So maintenance is another big cost. Depending on the person who you go to, where you live, how skilled they are as far as their expertise. Now, obviously, you can go to the class yourself and you can look into that, and or look online and start doing it on your own. But for me, it's kind of more of a time cost versus money cost. So right now I prefer to go to my loctician, because my loctician is amazing and she does me right every single time, and she's quick. I get my hair retightened in 2 hours, like 1:45, an hour 45 minutes, like that's it for all of this hair. And she's awesome. And everything that you are trying to do that costs money, you obviously have to factor in how much is it worth it to you. I do plan to eventually do it on my own, but as it stands right now, I don't have any time to be sitting over the weekend and doing my hair. So I'd much rather get it done in 2 hours and move on with my day. It's just something to consider if you are thinking of getting yourself some Sisterlocks. Now, if you go and get traditional locks like my husband, obviously it's going to be a lot less expensive. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. To tie into that con will be con number 2, which would be lack of self-sufficiency. So again, if you are going to a loctician to get your hair done once every 4 to 6 weeks or so, you are going to obviously rely on someone else to do your hair. So I used to do my hair by myself, all of it. Before I got locks, I would wash it, I would condition it, I would style it, I would put a weave in it for braids and twists. I would trim it, like I would do everything for my own hair. So now, depending on someone else to do my hair, obviously I don't mind it, but it does come at a little inconvenience if, say, COVID, for example, everything shut down. My loctician, obviously, she has a family, she has things that she needs to be concerned about, and she is shut down. So just kind of throwing off, like if you notice, my hair has not been retightened since the beginning of March, the first week of March. I go every 4 to 6 weeks. We just passed Mother's Day. It has been 2 months. 2 months. I love the look. I have nothing wrong with the little bit of growth here, but I know that when I get it done, it's not gonna feel good. Like it's gonna be a hot mess. This is new to me, like not being able to just take care of what I need to take care of. Of course, I can still wash it and everything, but it's different. So that's just something to consider if you want to be maintained by a loctician, which is helpful because they can, troubleshoot you, especially at the beginning, and they can kind of handle any issues that come along the way and make sure that your hair overall is well maintained. Con number 3 would be the dry time. Yo, when I tell you it takes forever to dry my hair. The longer it gets and the thicker it gets, the more time it takes to dry your hair. So before, when I first got it done, I would wash my hair, it would be dry in maybe 2 hours. Now, and I could have air dry. I don't like using a blow dryer just because it's a lot more, like it takes away a lot of the oils that I feel, so it's not as moisturized. So air drying takes a good 6 to 8 hours to completely dry. And a lot of times I like to have a little bit of curl to it, so I will want to let it air dry like maybe 50% and then put in some braids so that I can have a nice braid out and have a little curl going. So with that, it's even longer. Like I have to plan my day that on a day that I'm not at work, wash my hair early in the morning, so that way I have the whole day basically, or the majority of the day, for it to dry in a braided style. Just be mindful that yes, your hair will get thicker and longer and it's gonna be beautiful, but it's gonna take a whole lot more time to dry. My fourth and final con is the long hair. So even though the long hair is awesome and it means that your hair is growing and thriving and you can actually see your length, when I tell you that now that my hair is past my shoulders, it has become somewhat of a struggle to go about my day when it comes to brushing into my hair. Like if I am trying to leave the house or if I'm going somewhere and I need to put on my bag, and my bag tends to be a little heavy because I'll just keep adding things in there, it will get caught. Like the strap will sit up on my hair and then I have to yank my hair out, or I have to be mindful like, okay, let me flip the hair before I put this on. If I'm sitting down and my kids come on me or my husband comes and puts his arm around me, I am stuck because my hair is underneath their arm. Or if I am trying to style my hair, and even in a bun, like my bun, I love rocking a bun for the main reason that it is always like really chic. But you know how long it takes now? It used to take me a good 2 minutes to put up a bun and it looks good. Now I have to strategize where my hair is going when I need to put it up, and I need to try it at least 3 or 4 times in order to get everything up and everything from falling down and just keeping it in place. Like it takes forever just to style that bun. So it takes much more effort and time to style my hair, even though it's still low maintenance, but the length makes a difference. So yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Tell me down in the comments below if you have any questions, but if you have been thinking about sister locks or thinking about locks in general, or you're already on the journey, I want to know about it. Put it down below. So that is my top 8 things of what I've learned along the way. 4 years being locked with Sisterlocks. I have loved it and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one.